The government, in an unexpected move, has decided to prorogue the 9th session of the Federal Parliament. Even as the House was charged of not being able to enter the crucial agendas amid continuous obstructions posed by the opposition CPN-UML, the ending of the session has been deemed ill-timed, to say the least, as it comes coinciding with raging disputes over the role of Chief Justice, who has been charged of tarnishing the image of the judiciary itself. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. The government ends the 9th session of the Federal Parliament even as calls on Chief Justice Rana mounts to step down. A number of crucial bills remain stranded. Parliamentary Party leader of CPN Unified Socialist Rajendra Pandey sworn in as the Chief Minister of Bagmati Province. A 3-member cabinet formed. Increasing financial irregularities reported at cooperatives as clients face the risk of losing their deposit worth 1.17 billion rupees. And at least one protester killed in Sudan on the 4th day of confrontations between soldiers and anti-coup protesters in Khartoum. The 9th session of the Federal Parliament has ended even before it could enter into some agendas. The Parliament had rose from the proverbial ashes as it was twice dissolved, becoming a victim of power lust of the former Oli administration. However, despite ruling parties' assurance to make the reinstated Parliament fruitful, the events surrounding the 9th session of the Parliament have unfolded in a rather dismal manner.
A day after the Parliament was restored for the second time on 12th of July earlier this year, Sher Bahadur Deuba had assumed the post of the country's Prime Minister. Prime Minister Deuba tabled the ordinance on facilitating the party's split to the dislike of political fraternity. Following this, the 9th session of the Parliament convened from 8th of September last month. In the meantime, CPN-UML, in its new role of the opposition, continued to disrupt the parliamentary proceedings, alleging the House Speaker of being instrumental in splitting it, riding on the ordinance. The continued obstruction prevented the Parliament from entering its business and has eventually been prorogued. There is no denying the fact that the 9th session of the Parliament was crucial in a number of ways. However, the ruling coalition could not initiate any drastic measures to make the session fruitful. The government did endorse the annual budget, otherwise crucial bills numbering up to 54, including that of Citizenship Bill, were left stranded. To make the matter more complicated, the government has decided to end the session of the Parliament at a time when the controversy surrounding the issue of Chief Justice Cholindra Shamsher Rana has reached a feverish high, with mounting calls on the Chief Justice to resign to pave way for clearing the current quagmire witnessed by the judiciary.
Now, at a time when leaderships of major political parties have been maintaining silence on the issue of Chief Justice Cholindra Shamsher Rana being responsible for tarnishing the image of judiciary, lawmakers of these parties have urged the Chief Justice to step down from the post, stating that the leadership itself should be held accountable for the ongoing judicial stalemate. Lawmakers have said that the Chief Justice should be impeached if he refuses to respond to the call.
उहाँहरूले न्यायालय भित्रैबाट उहाँले गर्नु सबभन्दा राम्रो हुन्छ उहाँले गर्न सक्नु भएन भने त फेरि व्यवस्थापिकाले आफूले गर्ने काम त गर्छ
सर्वोच्च अदालतले यसलाई आन्तरिक रूपमा आफूहरूको बीचमा छलफल गरेर यसलाई सम्बोधन गर्नुपर्छ र उहाँहरूले गर्ने यस्तो प्रयासमा हामी सबैले सहयोग पुर्याउनुपर्छ
अब यसको समाधान के त बार एसोसिएसन भन्दैछ रिजाइन गर न्यायाधीशहरू भन्दैछ रिजाइन गर रिजाइन गरिदियो भने त अटोमेटिक समाधान हुन्छ नि यो अभियोगको त जरुरतै हुँदैन
निकास कसरी हुन्छ भने जुन विवादहरू आएका छन् गलत हुन् भने गलत प्रमाणित गर्नु पर्यो होइन भने मार्ग प्रशस्त गरेर अगाडि बढ्नुको विकल्प हुन्
Parliamentary Party leader of CPN Unified Socialists in Bagmati Province, Rajendra Pandey, has been appointed as the Provincial Chief Minister. Province Chief Yadav Chandra Sharma administered the newly appointed Chief Minister's oath of office and secrecy yesterday. Newly appointed Chief Minister Pandey has formed a 3-member cabinet Krishnalal Kadil of Nepali Congress has been given the responsibility of physical infrastructure, while Kumari Mokhtar of Maoist Center has been appointed as Social Development Minister, and Krishna Prasad Khanal of CPN Unified Socialist has been given the responsibility of Internal Affairs and Law Ministry. All the newly appointed ministers were also administered oath of office and secrecy. In recent years, many cooperatives have been facing problems, putting at risk the hard-earned money of the depositors. At least 12 cooperatives have already been declared crisis-ridden, while complaints have been lodged against 94 cooperatives at the Department of Cooperatives.
Most of the cooperatives in the country defy its general ruling that the members are the actual owners of a cooperative. At least 12 cooperatives have been declared crisis-ridden, which has risked almost 1.17 billion rupees of depositors. The Department of Cooperatives is currently probing against other 94 such organizations. In many cases, cooperatives have been found approving loans by forging fake clients. While only limited operators have been misusing deposits, other clients have risked their deposits in the quest of higher interest returns. Data show that there are some 32,800 cooperatives in the country which have a collective deposit of 700 billion rupees. The Cooperative Department has monitored 147 cooperatives, while local and provincial authorities have been assigned to monitor the rest. The government, meanwhile, has urged all cooperatives to affiliate with Copamix software to avoid financial irregularities, even as only 7,000 cooperatives have availed of the facility so far.
In our Public Voice segment, we've asked the victims of flood and landslide induced by unseasonal rain in Bardia, Kapilvastu and Kailali regarding their immediate and long-term needs. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
क्षतिपूर्ति के दिन सक्छ त्यही हिसाबले सरकारले गर्दिनु पर्यो
सरकारले यसको क्षतिपूर्ति दिनुपर्ने बीमा गर्दिनु पर्ने
हाम्रो त सबै बगाएर लगेको छ त्यो पनि त्यही धानको मात्रै लेखेका छन्
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what's your take on increasing fraud cases of the cooperatives on general public? Your options are A, lack of monitoring, B, feeble laws, and C, faulty operators. Voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.